The female corpse in front of you is a perfect work of art. Her skin is flawless all over, as if she's just sleeping, but those cloudy white eyes are telling you she's been dead for days. She was placed on the autopsy table. The first thing that caught your eye were those cloudy white eyes, indicating she'd been dead for days, yet her skin and body look like she just died. No signs of decomposition whatsoever. This was an obvious contradiction. Tommy started examining her limbs. Suddenly, he noticed her ankles and wrists had perfect skin, but the joints inside were completely crushed. He figured she must have been tied up extremely tight while alive. Next, Tommy prepared for the autopsy. When he made the first incision, something creepy happened. Fresh blood immediately poured out. This corpse that had been dead for days still had living blood inside. This made Tommy extremely uneasy. Even more horrifying, the coroner discovered her tongue had been cut out at the root. Clearly, the killer wanted to prevent her from screaming or leaving any clues. To find the real cause of death, the father and son had to dig deeper. Austin opened her chest cavity and removed her lungs. What lay before them was pitch black. Her lungs looked like they'd been burned from the inside, completely charred. Her internal organs contrasted sharply with her perfectly flawless skin. Tommy examined her heart. It was covered in cuts and bruising. Almost all her internal organs were completely destroyed, but her skin was eerily intact. Nothing made any sense. They couldn't determine the cause of death. Just as the autopsy hit a dead end, strange sounds suddenly came from outside the morgue. Austin walked out cautiously to check. In the hallway mirror, he saw a moving figure that seemed to be walking toward him, but when he looked at the hallway, it was completely empty. Austin quickly ran back to the morgue. He saw that the morgue drawer that should have been locked tight had opened by itself. Fear completely consumed him. He felt something closing in around him. He hurried to close the drawer and returned to Tommy's side. Tommy continued the autopsy. He cut open the Jane Doe's stomach. Inside was a shocking discovery, a white datura flower. Tommy recognized it from the guidebook. It's a highly poisonous plant that completely paralyzes the body. This meant the killer made her endure all that horrible torture while fully conscious. They found a paper ball wrapped in tissue in her stomach, with a tooth inside. The paper was covered in mysterious symbols and Roman numerals. Tommy understood instantly. He looked at Austin with a grave expression. This is definitely not a kidnapping or ordinary murder, he concluded. This looked like an ancient ritual. This Jane Doe was a sacrifice. To confirm it, Tommy decided to make one final cut. He sliced open the skin on her abdomen. The truth was exposed under the lights. Beneath her skin, the exact same symbols from the paper were clearly carved. These symbols were like they'd been branded onto her bones. Everything she endured while alive was to complete this bloody sacrifice. The moment they confirmed the truth, the tape recorder in the morgue suddenly started playing a woman's singing voice. That voice was low, broken, filled with endless sorrow. This song was coming from the Jane Doe lying on the autopsy table. In that song, all the bizarre events seemed to find an answer, and this Jane Doe's secrets had only just begun to surface.
I won't fight you.